Hello and welcome back to RailRoads Online. So today we are here back in number 3, Ruby Basin. We will be heading out with some hopper cars to go ahead and finish what we started there with the cattle thing. So this is kind of just, finishing that one up. As we didn't have the coal, kind of missed that one. Alright, so we are going to get this one coming, or going. Gonna get this one headed out of the station is what we're gonna do, and see if we can get it on down the rail. We need to get some coal in there so we can get some meat out of there. That's gonna be our plan. Alright, as we are headed out of the station, we need to flip that. Sweet. Thankfully for remote switching. And now this part of the rail, we're just gonna have to make sure that we actually got everything out of there, so we will have to kind of pay attention to the down rail stuff going on here. First run down this rail going this way. We will get to see it going both ways today, or hopefully that's the plan anyway. We are just gonna go ahead and open this one up, mash the gas, go for some speed. Alright. Going well so far. Getting to be sundown, so we will be advancing to the new day soon. Shadows are getting long. As we'll be building, we probably won't be doing a heck of a lot in the overnight. At most, we'll be stocking it. Don't know how much of that we'll do, or if we'll just kind of zoom to the next day. Up for debate. Use the nighttime to restock old runs and stuff like that. Not a horrible plan. And here we come up on the oasis in the desert. Just a cool part of the map here with the waterfall in the distance. This is a unique part of the map, I guess, kind of, sort of, I would say. Anyway, do get that little camera bounce going on in here. Not sure exactly what that is. But cool looking scenery to take in at any rate. Moving through. Alright, now where is that gonna get us? On the rail. We need to be on that side. Okay, we should be good. Should be good. Making decent progress. Not going to be too far of a run, so this will be a decent line going back for our seed as well. We'll be able to use this for multiple objectives. Probably lay off there as we're shooting around the corner. There we should be that way, there we should be that way. Good to go. As we are bringing it into a rest. Well, bringing it in for a stop. I don't know how resting it's going to be. Alright, let's move this back. Making sure that we are looking where we want to dump it. And see if we can let it fly on the roll. This should actually be paying pretty well too. That's another good thing there. So we should be making a fair bit of money with this. Woo! Alright, let's get back to the cars. Paying $300 a car. That's not horrible. $1,200 load for 4 cars. Can't complain there at all. All right. So that we still have a brake on. Yeah, we do. We're good to go there. We have cattle in here still. So that should give us meat out of this side. I'm not exactly sure how much we're gonna get. I honestly do not recall the payouts on the meat stuff. Is that it? I'm gonna go over and look at what we got there. 4K, is that all you get? I mean, I suppose, what did we bring over? We brought over, no, we still have cattle in there. And we have coal in there, so this is just a time processing thing. Yeah, okay. So this is just time processing. We're gonna get more than 4. I was gonna say, wow, ooh, that's a horrible return on your cattle if you only get four cases. I mean, I get it. We only brought in 12 cows, but hoofa. Oh, 36. So we're never gonna get this thing full off of this load, that's for sure. But we will at least get some canned beef. Wow. That's a rough payout. How much has that got? 37? Let's go. I suppose we could look at on the map, and that'd be easier. So this is just going to be kind of a slow process, too, because it's really not 37. We only brought in, like, what, 40 coal or something? So it's only gone through 3 coal and 2 cattle to give us whatever we got. So we probably do have enough, actually. It's just going to take it a hot minute to do something with it, huh? Production slowdown, I suppose. And I suppose where they load 3 at a time, they're never going to... It's just going to take some time to grind them out of there. How many we got on? 11? Woo. So we're gonna run out of cows before we run out of coal. Appears to be the case. Right? Is that fair to say? Yeah, we're definitely gonna run out of cows before we run out of coal. So we're just gonna have to let this tick by a little bit so that we get the cases. So yeah, we'll do that, and then I'll get these loaded up. Alright, so there we are, all loaded up and ready to go. Took a little bit there, but that's, you know, production runtime. You are going to have that in any industry, anywhere you go. So there we are. We do have our first loaded up meat car, all packed up and ready to go. We do still have a couple of cattle over there, so we are going to have a little bit of runover. So there you go. You know, you really don't need to get a ton in here to at least get some out. And, you know, that was our goal there, was to get through the chain. So we did do that. We are running a little bit on the low side of water for Betsy, so this will be nice that she is making her way back to the station, as you can see there. So we will have to do water. Alright, let's edge out of here. Go ahead and stomp on it just to get it moving. This local obviously not winning any races, so we might as well get going. Shouldn't have a problem with any of the switches, obviously. We know we just kind of came out from that direction. Suppose we could have just hooked this all up to the Ruby Basin and probably run it backwards going that way, but we might as well run the Ruby Basin out that line now on its way out to the coal, as then we can bring more coal back to the main yard. There we go. Nice shot into the sun there down the valley. Smallest thing on the rail there is Betsy getting the job done. Not ideal for most things, but we'll handle the light loads just fine. Not winning any races, that's for sure, but those little wheels will pull plenty down the rail. This not being a super long run, so the speed, I don't feel like it's too bad here, though I still would probably switch this over to Montezuma or something. This would be a decent run for the 060, but then that's running the rest of our farm stuff at this point. I think we might just be able to sling this onto that train as well, and then really bulk up the Ruby Basin with more hopper cars for moving iron and coal along. I think it's kind of the ticket there, although now we're in the neighborhood where we could, again, this is a bummer where we can't swap out our cars really or get anything out of the hopper cars, because it would be kind of nice to swap up to the big size hopper cars now that we are in that tier range that we can do that and making enough money that it certainly would be advantageous, you know, to run the big cars, but also just adding on a bunch more small cars and continuing to run it with the Ruby Basin is not going to be a downside either. So I really, you know, it's a bit of a bummer that we can't at least exchange our equipment. I'm not saying we need to get all our money back for it or anything. Obviously, we should lose some for using stuff, but the ability to trade in or sell our stuff in some kind of way or upgrade it, I don't know. Something would be kind of cool. Leaving the oasis in the desert behind. Probably should put a town in somewhere in here. It would make sense. It seems like it's the big water source in the on the map, or the freshwater source anyway on the map. Would not be a bad place for a town leading out to the train, I guess. Maybe. Wow, a big town, but maybe something to come up with in there. A lot of track yet to lay and a lot of map to cover still, so plenty to do. That super decorating is hasn't come into play yet, that's for sure. Go chimney rock of sorts there. Very cool. This almost looks like something straight out of Cars or something. Right there. Like we should be pulling up in Radiator Springs or something. Steam engine springs. Okay, we will turn around and see if we can zoom in here. I do believe we are going to have to change. Wait. We have those on the main. Ah, we should be good to go. We look good. Yeah, we'll just go down that same rail. Although then we're going to be sitting... Yeah, whatever. That'll be fine. We'll have to sort some things out and move some cars around at any rate. Betsy's going to come off of these cars, so this is definitely going to... We just need to pull up to the depot anyway, actually. This is going to be a drop of the cars, or a separation anyway. As we get here, the test is over. The line runs fine. Now we just need to get some loco on it with some speed. Hopefully with our money in there. Where are we getting money-wise? Yeah, we're getting close to where we could start looking about a new loco by the time we shift some things around, move some more loads here and there. Whoops. Get off of there. There we go. Should be fine. We'll have plenty of money in there. And who knows, this load should actually pay decent too, I would think. It is a finishing product in a line, so we'll take a good look at that and see what we actually do get paid for our troubles. How much more we're going to run out the meat line. At least it gives us another line for another train to be running down where we're not always getting in each other's way or anything like that. Here we go. Let's see if we can get a door open there, and then we'll bring up our pay. Go ahead and start kicking those off the train there. Oh, I said they're paying like 90 bucks a case. There's a lot of cases on there too. So this is definitely going to be a profitable run for sure. Yeah, we're up 1,000. Yeah, well, okay. So the farm chain, when you push it all the way through to the meat, definitely going to actually start paying off for you. XP going up 20 a case, it looks like there. So a good XP mover as well if you're looking to gain experience, you know, for some of those higher ranked locomotives. You do have to obviously run an awful lot of loads to get your XP up there, you know, especially if you're looking at like the 2662, things like that. Up in those top tiers, going to take a lot of experience to get you there. And the farm chain, definitely going to do that for you. Not a lot of money, obviously, in the early stages, but it does pay off there at the end. So I guess that's my take on it, because that's certainly put us in new locomotive range. We were getting close, but we are now definitely there. So probably time to start looking for a little bit more speed and put Betsy back on the sidetrack there for future testing purposes. But I think with that one, we're going to call it a win. Say thanks for tuning in. Remember, if you get a chance, like, share, subscribe. Subscriptions are free, but they sure do help the channel. Y'all have a great day.